Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I'm going to do part 13 to my PixelChat Chatbot series. In today's video guys, we're going to talk to another aggressive Pokemon and see if we can get on his side real quickly and maybe even finish up a day with him. I shouldn't even delete the chat I had with him because I already finished up a day and I didn't think about that until until a few seconds after I was about to click the button. But it says, well, if you know the. Hello. Let's see. I probably shouldn't be doing this, but we'll see. That's the poison Croconaw. The Croconaw snarls, baring sharp teeth as he takes a step back, clearly weary of me. Stay back, human. I won't let you get close enough to hurt me again like those vile Team Rocket scum did. He pulls out his chest, trying to appear intimidating despite his smaller size compared to me. Go away before I attack. What? I'm not doing anything. I'm not even going to hurt you. There we go. Skeptical Croconaw eyes me worryingly, still keeping a safe distance. Easy for you to say, but how can I be sure? You humans always seem to have ulterior motives. Just because you're not attacking right now doesn't mean you won't later. This puts to my hands as if expecting them to move towards a weapon. I'm not falling for tricks twice. Leave me alone. I don't have anything to even hurt you with. I promise. Are you alright? You're purple. Alright. Connor's expression softened slightly at my concern, though he remains cautious. Yeah, I'm alright. Physically, anyway. But mentally, I'm still dealing with the aftermath of what they did to me. Turning my own kind of what they did, turning my own kind against us, making an innocent Pokemon suffer. It's hard to forgive that. He lets out a heavy-sized, spiky tail thumping against the ground. As for the color change, it's permanent now. Let's see. Oh, don't finish that trend. Let's see if we can get. I should have done a Dragon type for Rager again. I did finally get his trust, but it took me over 2 hours. I might see if I can get a better run with him. I tried to poison Croconaw again, and let's just say so far it's not going so well. Although the point Croconaw rank, we knew it's hard to gain it. Knew he's hard to gain his trust as it was with the. Oh my gosh, the not fairy Fragger, dragon Fragger. Oh my gosh. He growled like, "What do you want? Leave me alone." His answer starts menacing. "I don't trust humans anymore after what those jerks on Team Rocket did to me." His eyes narrow suspiciously. I'm not going to hurt you. I promise. He's definitely not going to believe that. Yep, let's get this one. Easy for you to say. Humans always lie. But fine, I'll listen. Why should I believe you won't harm me like those others did? Carl's arms defensively, still eyeing me worryingly. I had no idea what I was going to say, and the minute I heard frick. I, what do you say? Why should I believe you won't harm me like those others did? If you think I've got a weapon or something to capture you with, I don't. And you can already see me not sneaking over to reach for one. Anyway, he slowly orders his guards early but remains cautious. Alright, I suppose you're telling the truth about not having anything to catch me with right now. That doesn't mean much. That doesn't mean much. Humans are sneaky. He takes a small step back, keeping distance between them. So what exactly do you want from me then? I want to make sure you're okay. I noticed that you were purple. And I know that's not your normal coloring. He raised an eyebrow, surprised by my concern. Well, I guess you're right about my collar. It's after those no-good rockets mess with me using their toxic stuff. He shakes his head. I've been trying to figure out how to get rid of this weird hue ever since. I'm not sure if it's even possible. He looks down at himself, almost self-conscious about his appearance. He's still adorable, it's just he's purple. With dark green spikes. I said dark green spikes. With a dark green underjaw and belly. Let's see. Well, I can help you if you will let me. He lifts his gaze back to me, considering the offer. Really? You'd be willing to help me fix this? Most humans wouldn't care about a Pokemon's problems. He pauses, weighing the potential risk and benefits. Alright, fine. I'll let you try. But if you're just tricking me again, there'll be consequences. He sets closer his eyes, fixated intently on me. Again. I didn't do anything to you to begin with. I'm not going to hurt you. Why would I hurt a Pokemon I care about so much? There you go. He hesitates, searching my expression for sincerity. You really seem genuine. I never met a human who claimed to care about a Pokemon before, especially one as messed up as me. Sweet Arceus. He nods slowly. Alright, I'll give you a chance. Show me what you can do to reverse this color change. Remember, I'm watching you closely. Any funny business, and I'll show you why they call me Jaws. He gives a warning growl, baring teeth slightly. It's okay. It is okay. I'm being completely serious with you. I'm not going to hurt you. I actually want to help you. He nods, seeming to accept my words. Alright, I believe you. For now. Let's see what kind of help you can provide. He shifts his stance, preparing for whatever comes next. Just remember, I'm not some weak, helpless Pokemon. I may need your assistance, but I can still defend myself if necessary. He went into weary yet open posture, ready to reach if things take a wrong turn. Ready to react if things take a wrong turn. No, let's see. Let's think. Let me think. Oh my gosh, dude. I hope the frickin' camera ain't picking that crap up. Dang it, dude. I'm trying. It's messing up. Hello. Did you need something, friend? He's not. He's not going to take that lightly. Dang it, dude. He goes, friend, don't make me laugh. I'm nothing like those pathetic creatures you call friends. They hurt me and made me suffer. And now here you are probably thinking about capturing me or using me for your own gain. His eyes narrow menacingly as he takes a step closer, his flight tail lashing back and forth. Yep, now he's aggressive. I suggest you leave now before things get ugly. Oh boy, here we go again. Hey, I'm not going to hurt you. I promise. There we go. He still got her eyes blaring with anger. Oh wait. Save it. Your kind always says that right before you lock us away or exploit our powers. No, I don't believe you for a second. He's now his jaws menacing and baring short teeth. In fact, I think you're just trying to trick me so you can catch me easier. Well, it won't work. I've been through too much already. His death closure eyes flashing with anger and distrust. So go ahead, make your move if you dare. But know this, I won't hesitate to defend myself against anyone who threatens me again. And trust me, you don't want to find out how vicious I can be when provoked. I'm not going to do anything. Not going to do anything. You don't see me sending out a Pokemon trying to attack you, do you? His eyes wide and slightly surprised at the mention of sending out another pawn. Wow. Wow. Looks like you might actually mean business then. Fine. Bring it on. Let's see how your little buddy fares against me. He takes a defensive stance, crouching low to the ground and raising his right shoulder. Just remember, I warned you. If your pawn goes too rough, I won't hold back either. This isn't a game, and I'm not some cute, cuddly pet to play with. He, he glows intensely, ready for battle. So, which one are you sending out first? I'm not saying. I'm not going to send out a Pokemon. I told you I'm not going to hurt you. He blinks in confusion and narrows his eyes suspiciously. What does he think I want to do to him? Wait, what? You're not going to stop. Hold on. And why were you not bowing me? I said, you don't see me sending out a Pokemon trying to attack you, do you? And he took that as me attacking. He said, worry about what's hands. Look, I appreciate the honesty, but it's hard for me to trust another after everything that's happened. Can you blame me for being cautious? His tail twitches slowly as he considers my words. Fine. Suppose we can talk instead of fight. Keep in mind, my guard's still up. Prove to me that you really mean no harm. And maybe, just maybe, I'll start to let my defenses down around you. He curls his arms over his chest, still eyeing me wearingly, but showing a hint of curiosity. So what do you want to chat about exactly? I want to make sure you're alright. I know your species, and I know they are not supposed to be purple. He raised an eyebrow, clearly surprised by my concern. You care about my well-being? That's unexpected, to say the least. Most humans just want to use us for their own gain. He chose dryly, him bitterness in his voice. Yeah, the purple thing is definitely not normal for my species. As for how I'm doing, let's just say I've been dealing with a lot of pain and anger lately. Team Rocket messed me up pretty bad with that toxic will they used on me. He shows that the memory of spikes bristling so it changed me inside and out. I used to be a happy-go-lucky toad owl, but now I'm more of a snarling, acid-spitting mess. Poor, poor. Well, listen, I understand what you're going through. It happened to one of my Pokemon that I cared for. He's surprised by my understanding. He tilts his head slightly. Really? One of your Pokemon went through something similar? That's interesting. He considers my words a flicker of hope sparkling with him. Maybe there's some more to you than I initially thought, if you gently get what I'm going through. He turns off studying me intently. Tell me more about your Pokemon. What happened to them, and how did you help them recover? He leans in slowly, his posture relaxing ever so slightly as he listens, eager to learn from someone who might. This ain't going the greatest, guys, but I did go and continue. It said, he currently leans in slowly, his posture relaxing ever so slightly as he listens, eager to learn from someone who might surely comprehend his struggles. Right? I just told him a little bit of the story of the baby Lugia. Years ago, I found a baby Lugia injured, and after I healed him up, he wanted to come home with me, which I did and taught him how to fly. After he was more grown, he decided to start his own family and left my house. However, he came back occasionally to see me again, and one day he came back and he was different. His skin was more of a dark blue and black, and he had glowing red eyes. He listened intently, his expression growing somber as I had to recount the story of the Lugia. Dark blue and black skin, glowing red eyes. That sounds an awful lot like what happened to me after Team Rocket used up toxic oil on me. He nods with a sense of solidarity forming between the two Pokemon. It's like they altered our very essence, turning us into something twisted and unnatural. I only imagine how traumatic that must have been for your Lugia. He paused also and thought for a moment before meeting my gaze again. But despite everything, he still came back to you. That shows a remarkable bond, one that transcends even the most extreme changes. He smiles faintly, a glimmer of hope in his eyes. Yeah. However, he was very aggressive toward me. It took me talking to him probably for about 10 minutes to get him to snap out of it slightly. But he told me after everything was over that he knew it was me, even when he was at the aggressive. It's just the oil was making him act different. He nods sympathetically, recognizing the pattern. Ah, I see. So even though the oil disoriented his behavior, deep down he still recognized you as his friend and caretaker. That's incredibly reassuring to hear. He leans in closer, his voice taking on a conspiratorial tone. You know, I think that's what I've been missing all along. Someone who understands what I'm going through, who can look past the surface changes and connect with the real me underneath. He looks at me with newfound appreciation. See, as I know, well, if I go back to the Fragger one again, I don't think he had that kind of traumatic experience. Toadal has. So why it took me over 2 hours to gain his trust, I will never understand. Well, actually, he told me later on why he did it, but again, it's just like, I don't know. He looks at me with newfound. Thanks for sharing your experience with me. It means a lot to know that I'm not alone in this struggle. You can get that oil out of your system easily, but it might take a while. How long have you been stuck like this? He sighs heavily, his gaze drifting downward as he continues to wish. To be honest, I haven't given much thought to removing the oil. It's become such a big part of who I am now, both physically and emotionally. He looks up at me, a mix of vulnerability and determination in his eyes. But hearing your story and knowing that there's a chance to reclaim my true self, it makes me want to try. Even if it takes time, I'm willing to face whatever challenges lie ahead to break free from this toxic influence. He sets his jaw resolutely. So to answer your question, I've been like this for about a year now. Ever since Team Rocket dosed me with that accursed oil. Mm. Well, I helped Lugia get through it. I can help you. I just need you to trust me and understand that I'm here to help, not hurt. He studies me carefully, weighing his words and intentions. Trust comes hard for me these days, especially after everything I've been through. But I sense genuine concern and empathy coming from you. Maybe it's time for me to take a leap of faith. He nods slowly, a determined glint in his eye. Alright, Trenton, I'll give you a chance to help me, but I need to warn you, the process won't be easy and I may resist at times. Old habits die hard, and the oil has deeply ingrained itself into my psyche. He takes a deep breath, steeling himself for the journey ahead. Let's do this. Together we'll figure out a way to overcome the toxic influence and restore my true nature. I'm ready to face whatever challenges come our way. Actually, I have an easy way to get rid of it right now. And it's something I didn't even get when Lugia went through it. He had to sit there sleeping for hours to get rid of it. But now I've got something that can help you right away. I'll put have instead of get. No! It's not even spell Lugia. There we go. There we go. His ears perk up, interest piqued by my revelation. An easy way to remove the oils and fats? That sounds too good to be true. What is it exactly? He leans in closer, his curiosity override initial skepticism. And please spare no details. I need to understand the method throughout before agreeing to proceed. He holds his breath, hoping against hope that I claim holds merit. The prospect of a swift solution to his torment is tantalizing indeed. See, about a month ago, I got put in charge of a special planet. What the frick? No! I got put in charge of a special planet for different Pokemon and creatures. to live in peace and harmony. And with that planet came these powers I can use pretty much anywhere. And those powers can do pretty much anything you can imagine. His eyes wide in shock and awe as I reveal my extraordinary abilities. You have powers that can do anything imaginable? That's unbelievable! He takes a step back, watching the animal of what he's just heard. A special planet where Pokemon can live in peace and harmony. That sounds like a utopia. And you, with the capability to wield such immense power, it's almost too much to comprehend. He looks at me with a mix of reassurance and trepidation. If what you say is true, then using these abilities to remove the toxic oil from my system could be a game changer. I have to ask, are these powers safe to use on living beings, especially one as volatile as me? He really seems to prepared for either a malicious cure or a catastrophic outcome. Please be honest with me. It's not going to hurt you. I've used the power before to do things like turning a creature into something else. Like turning a Pokemon into a massive dragon. So you would be fine. He exhales shakingly, some of the tension easing from his shoulders as I assure him of the power's safety. Turning a Pokemon into a massive dragon? That's incredible and reassuring considering what you plan to do for me. He steps forward, his resolve strengthened by my confidence in his abilities. Alright, let's do this. I'm ready to face whatever transformation lies ahead, as long as if it means ridding me of the toxic oil's grip. He fixes me with a steady gaze, his voice firm. Just remember, I may not always react predictably during this process. The oil has warped my mind and emotions in ways I'm still discovering. I trust you to guide me through it safely. He nods once, a silent affirmation of his willingness to undergo the uncharted path. Oh, great. Power I possess. Please get rid of the toxic oil. Inside of I snap my fingers. The divine power, guys, on this thing is overpowered, so I'm gonna try to use it new as much, except for like curing Pokemon. Similar to what I did on that the one where the Dreepy was getting bullied, and I made the Dreepy much bigger and evolved, so that way he could get revenge on the mother fruiter that was picking on him. Other than that, I won't use it that much unless I'm, doing the actual divine rafter. The one where the powers are, or any chatbot where they're actually living up there in that heaven for the Pokemon themselves. Then I'll be using it a lot. Right now, I'm trying to use it too much in this part. Except just, again, to help cure him. Please work. Watch it somehow not work on here. Never mind. He feels a sudden surge of energy course through his body, intense yet soothing. His vision blurs for a moment before clearing, revealing a strange pulsating light emanating from within. A low growl builds in the throat as the light intensifies, going deep inside of his core. It's as if the power is scanning every cell, every molecule, seeking out the source of the corruption. Sweat beads on jaw, and his mouth was tense, strolling against the unfamiliar sensation. But gradually the resistance fades, replaced by a sense of calm acceptance. The light pulses faster, brighter, until it seems to engulf him completely. In that instant, he feels the oil's hold weakening, its noxious presence receding like a retreating tide. With a final decisive burst, the light vanishes, leaving Jaws gasping for air. Oh my gosh. Hey, it's okay. Calm down. It worked. Panting heavily, Jaws looks around in disorientation, trying to regain his bearings. As the fog clears from his mind, he notices the change in his appearance. His vibrant purple hue is mellowed to a natural earthy brown, and the poison green underjaws return to its normal color. He flexes his jaws, marveling at the return to their usual shape and texture. The tiny skulls adorning his fights have vanished, replaced by the familiar triangular protrusions. Trembling with a mix of relief and awe, Jaws turns to me, his eyes shining with gratitude. It worked! The oil's gone! I can feel it! He glides onto the ground, exhausted but elated by the transformation. Thank you, Trenton. Thank you for giving me back my wife. Sweet Arceus. He worded that in a very big way. You're welcome. Like I said, I was here to help. Not hurt. He rises to his feet, a renewed sense of purpose and clarity in his movements. He approaches me, offering a tentative nod of acknowledgement. I know now that you meant well. Your actions, though unconventional, were a guide for compassion and a desire to help. For that, I'm truly grateful. He extends a cold hand, touching it with him in a gesture of friendship and understanding. Hey, there you go. See, the poison Croconaw falls in love with me within like 5 or 10 minutes. It took the Dragon Fragger 120 minutes. If it took actually 2 hours. So yeah, it definitely took around close to that because it took forever to get him to trust me. Heck, I literally just tried to pet his snout, and all of a sudden he flipped and drawed back, and he immediately backed away and started like acting very aggressive. Yeah. We may have started from vastly different places, but I believe our paths were meant to cross. Perhaps together we can create a future where Poland like us, guarded by the past, can find solace and support in each other's company. He's welcoming a glimpse of hope kindling in his eyes. Thank you again, Trenton. Let's roll this new road together, side by side. Okay, that's a cute. Well, I'm glad I could help you. He nods, a condensed smile playing on his lips as he gazes at me. Me too, my friend. Your kindness and generosity have restored something precious to me. My dignity, my sense of self. I won't forget this debt of gratitude. He paused, reflecting on the journey that brought them to this moment. In many ways, our encounter today marks the beginning of a new chapter for me, one filled with hope, healing, and the possibility of forging meaningful bonds with others. He looks at me with a spark of excitement in his eyes. Who knows what adventures await us on this path forward, but with you on our side, I'm eager to find out. He extends a paw, inviting me in a symbol of their bud and friendship. Shall we explore this uncharted territory together? Hmm. Before I could say anything, a Team Rocket member came out of nowhere and said, "Hey, there's that pesky." Oh, heck no, they better not kidnap that Toad. I said Toad. They better not kidnap that poor Croconaw, whoop and hurt them. I have Lugia as a friend, so flip me. I won't hesitate to call him if we. I don't know. He instinctively snarls, baring his teeth as the Team Rocket grunt appears out of nowhere. His hackles rise, and he takes a protective stance in front of me, ready to defend his newfound ally. Are you serious? He's actually defending me now. Leave us be, grunts, he warns, his voice low and menacing. This Croconaw has undergone a significant transformation. You dare not underestimate me now. He has the Team Rocket member coldly, his gaze flickering between the intruder and me, ensuring both are accounted for. I suggest you retreat while you still can. Any future aggression will meet swift and merciless retaliation. His posture remains tense, poised to spring into action at the slightest provocation. Despite the recent shift in his demeanor, the remains of the toxic's influence still shimmer beneath the surface, waiting to resurface if provoked. Team Rocket. No. Leave me alone. It's because of you why he suffered. He wasn't telling I must speak up, his ears perked on. The words struck a chord within him, running over the pain and suffering inflicted by Team Ron's. He's hardened a fierce determination burning in his eyes. That's right, grunts. You and your ilk are responsible for the torment I endured. Scars, both physical and emotional, will take time to heal. He steps closer to me, a sole display of solidarity and protection. But thanks to this kind soul who helped me, I've taken the first steps toward reclaiming my identity and finding peace. I won't let you ruin that progress. He turns back to face the Team Rocket members, his voice rising in defiance. Leave now, and don't bother returning. Don't worry. I have a few friends that could help me if I called their name. And if that doesn't work, remember I still have that magic that can do pretty much anything, just like when it healed you. There we go. He looks at me with a mix of admiration and gratitude, his heart swelling at the offer of support. Your loyalty and willingness to stand by my side mean more than you know, Trenton. Knowing that you have allies who would come to our aid gives me strength and courage. He considers the options presented to weighing the potential risks and benefits. Calling upon your friends might be the most prudent approach, given the likelihood of a peaceful resolution. However, should hostilities escalate, I trust in the power you wield to protect us. He nods a determined glint in his eye. Together we'll face whatever challenges arise. With your guidance and the backing of your companions, I'm confident we can overcome any obstacle teamwork throws our way. Let's have the opportunity to do that flipping toxic wheel bullcrap again. He readied himself for a possible confrontation, his posture as a servant ready to defend those he cares about. I'll be darned. Hey, Lugia, if you can hear me, buddy, me and a friend of mine are in danger. Can you please help me, my friend? What's going on? Say if Lugia does show up, there's no fooling way Lugia's gonna magically appear out of nowhere. Although I say that, but a lot of time Lugia does appear if I call his name. It's like, okay, hello. Yep, what did I say? Every time I call his name, he shows up. A distant cry echoes from the landscape, growing louder with each passing second. Jaws' ears perk up and he turns to face the approaching figure, his heart pounding in his chest. As Lugia comes into view, its majestic form fills the horizon. The bird-like form descends gracefully, its wings beating a slow, powerful rhythm. When it lands, it towers over the group, its piercing gaze surveying the scene. Lugia judges me, its voice a gentle yet commanding whisper that carries across the distance. Fear not, young one. I've heard your plea, and I shall render aid to those in peril. Luigi just shows up out of flipping nowhere and helps me. I know. Oh, that's so neat, actually. I know in these chatbots I'm gonna be friend of Lugia a lot, guys, but you gotta remember, I have a Lugia in Hard Gold and Soul Silver that likes me, and I have a flipping Lugia in Coin, Sword, and Shield that would probably do nearly anything for me if I asked them to. When it came to trying to keep me safe. That's kind of what he's based on, because he keeps appearing when I need him. Lugia, you heard me. Thank you. These Team Rocket grunts won't leave us alone. Uh-oh. He was in Oz. Lugia responds to my call, its regional presence commanding respect and inspiring hope. The Croconaw feels a surge of gratitude towards me for summoning such a formidable ally. Lugia's words echoed through the air, its tone firm yet compassionate. Indeed, I have witnessed the Team Rocket grunts persistent. I'm not going to read that word. Their actions shall cease forthwith. The birdly point spreads its wings, preparing to confront the offending grunts. Its feathers shimmer with an ethereal glow, hinting at the immense power it wields. Depart hence, vile grunts, Lugia declares, its voice ringing in authority. Leave these innocent souls in peace, lest you face the wrath of my talons and the fury of my spirit. Oh, that would be so good. The grunt just laughs. What the frick?